Micklow, and I'm here with Berlin Blackouts. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Ben, the drummer from Berlin Blackouts.
Hello, my name is Bev. I'm singing and playing guitar.
Hello, I'm Katja and I'm the bass player.
To be in a band called the Radio Dead Ones. Is that band still going, and how did Berlin Blackouts start?
So we actually kind of broke up 3 or 4 years ago with Radio Dead Ones, and then because we were touring for 12 years, and we know each other in the band for since we were all 10, and my brother was in the band, so after a while you don't know what to talk anymore, and you lose that fever, jumping in the van, going on tour, playing shows. If we played 600 shows, and at some point you just get in okay, we do it again, and then, so we decided to stop. Then we just recorded a record that we didn't release. We released it 2 years later, played 5 shows. So it's not that we completely broke up, but yeah, and then I got together with Katja, 5 years ago. We met here at the Rebellion Festival. We knew each other from Berlin. Then we got together, and a year later we decided to make a band. We started with a completely different lineup. We were at 3 guitars in the beginning, so we were a 5-piece band, because I didn't dare to play guitar properly, because I just started playing guitar with starting the band. So I needed 2 guitar players, one for the leads, one for the rhythm, and I was just no. So, but then the other guitar players left, and I had to learn a few more chords and stuff. So in the end, it was just the 3 of us, and it works. So I think we're gonna stay a 3-piece as long as we don't find anybody for the second guitar.
Yeah, and that's really interesting that you came in and you were just singing and you didn't play guitar at all. So what was the process of learning how to play?
I mean, I didn't really want to play guitar, because I always felt really I wanted to drink on stage, go crazy, and just jump around, do everything spontaneous. But when you start a new band, before I had a really good working team, so any idea I had, I could easily bring it to the others in the band. They always understood what I mean.
Yeah.
But then when I tried to make music with new people, it didn't work anymore, because you don't have that chemistry, you really have to show a song. So I was fuck, okay, I have to learn guitar, otherwise I can't write any songs anymore with anybody else. So.
That's cool. That's admirable. I've tried to play guitar, no. So
I'm using only 2 fingers, so I can't really say that I'm playing guitar. I'm just I'm trying something there.
Yeah, it's more than I can do, so it's impressive to me. As your guys' name suggests, you guys are from Berlin, and from the time I've spent there, it seems like there's a really strong punk scene. How does that influence the music that you write? And can you talk more about the scene there?
I mean, I was not born in Berlin. I just moved to as a teenager. It's actually not so easy. It always feels like when you talk with people from other cities, they say, "Oh, Berlin, that's so great. There are so many punk rockers." It's a lot of people, but it's also really separated. You have people who like melodic hardcore stuff, people who like more ska, and it's really separated. So if somebody's playing in a ska band, he just wouldn't play in a hardcore band. In the UK it's completely different.
Yeah.
The people are just playing whatever comes along, but so it makes it really hard.
They are very orthodox, no? With okay, I am ska, I am punk, I am hardcore melodic, and I go only to this type of concerts. And then for me, England, you can see here in Rebellion, Thursday play
it's very
mixed, and I like so much.
But we actually had a hard time finding him as a drummer. When after our drummer left, we were just about like splitting up or like not going on with the band because we couldn't find a drummer.
Yeah.
So it's not so easy in Berlin. Like it's easy to get shows, and once you have a band together, it's not so bad because you're right in the middle of Europe. You can easily get to any other country around. So touring is really easy. Like you can record because everything's kind of cheap in Berlin. So you can easily record something in the studio for not so much money. So I think it's one of the best cities for being in a punk rock band.
Yeah, definitely you can feel that there's a strong sense of community there and a lot of musicians just trying to collaborate and make art together.
Yeah, you can still feel that like kind of history thing. Like before the wall came down, you only had like most people were kind of alternative and left-winged in Berlin. So you had a strong scene. Everybody was political. I think. It's not like that anymore. But you still have like this kind of like network.
Yeah.
There was a sense in doing something,
Like you still have
fashion or
yeah, you still have squats and things, so...
Yeah, I've been to a couple of the squats there, and they scare me a little bit.
Yeah, I must admit, I'm not really often there.
I haven't ever seen the upstairs, but I've seen the bars at like the Tommy House and the Koopy. And
yeah, but Tommy House, Tommy House, it looks like a squat, but it's not anymore, I think.
Not anymore, no.
In Berlin, we don't have more squats houses.
No, I think, but
all the people pay.
Koopy is still...
No, but the people pay
Yeah,
for the
really?
room. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 200 euros
I'm
for
not
a
too
room.
much into it.
Yeah.
I must
it's
admit,
crazy.
I'm not really a really tough punk. I'm more a rock. I'm coming more from rock and punk rock.
Yeah.
I like mid-tempo stuff, and like I'm listening to Tom Petty and Bob Marley and stuff like that.
Have you thought about working on new music soon, or is that something you're playing with the idea of?
No, definitely. We recorded stuff already. Like I think we'll have the record in before summer. He's a professional sound technician, so he will record it. So it's easy. We have all the equipment in our rehearsal room.
Yeah, we have the home studio in the rehearsal room. No?
So
that's cool.
It's easy for us to just do it here and there, like recording a song.
Yeah.
A week later, the next song, whatever.
It feels like a lot of bands today have that, where they have their own kind of recording setups, and they're doing it a lot more DIY because the way that technology has changed things.
Like you just need a small computer, and it equals almost the whole studio, like from the 70s or whatever. Like you don't need all that equipment anymore.
That's cool.
Yeah, makes it easier for small bands, sure.
For sure. So do you guys have any plans to possibly come to America to tour?
It'd be very cool if we had the chance, actually.
Yeah, but
Beth don't like America.
Nah, it's a completely different thing. Like we don't have a driver license, and I think when you're touring in the US, you have to
have to have a car, yes.
And if he's the only driver, like we needed some.
And drive and play drums is very hard. It's very hard.
We needed. I don't know, like if we got the chance to support a band or whatever, but I think it makes no sense for us to just go there, play 4 weeks on our own. I'm not in that age anymore. Like that's 10 years earlier maybe, but like now I feel a bit too old. Just sitting in the car for 4 weeks and just like doing 1,000 kilometers every day. And like Europe is so big, we even didn't play every country in Europe, so.
When we find a very good manager like Carl, that's...
Yeah, like last time when we played the UK, we had a friend of us who just picked us up from the airport and was driving us around. It was cool. If we had something like that.
Well, that's so cool. Yeah, a lot of bands say the most important thing you can have is a driver. A good driver.
Yeah.
Get in the car, guys. Come on, get in the car. Time to go. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to me today. You guys were awesome.
Thank you.
We're Berlin Blackouts, and we're on Last Rockers TV.